We're starting electricity and I'm so excited. We're going to be doing a lab every single week. The labs don't require a lot, so please try to do the at-home options. It's so much more fun than the virtual. There will be a virtual option if you can't find any of the stuff. This week, you need a plastic bag, like a shopping bag, and your hair. So I think you probably will have this stuff at home. So let's get started on what's going to be expected for this assignment. You're going to go through here, start up here. I did a lab with a Van de Graaff generator. You probably can only create so much static electricity in your house. Van de Graaff generators are a way to create a ton of static electricity. I was able to do a lot of really cool things, including light a light bulb that I was holding in my hand and was not connected to anything else just by having a spark go across to it. So cool. So watch that. And then there's a simulation here for you to actually do this at home, or you can rub your socks on the carpet and walk to a doorknob and touch it. The exact same thing, but real world. So totally possible for you to do either one of those. Then explain one thing that you learned or found interesting. Okay, then you're going to go to this simulation here. This simulation is going to show you how to draw electric field lines. So, oh, that's not it. So you're going to go to this simulation here, and what you're going to do is you're going to take these positive charges and drop it onto your area of study or field. Now, our positive test charges are what tells us the direction of our field lines. Let me say that one more time to make sure you've got it. Our positive test charges are always going to show us the direction of the field lines. So you're going to drop a positive charge into the field, and our electric field lines are going to be coming out and away from it. Now, you can either draw this, or you can take a screenshot and add it back into the table on your assignment sheet. Either way is fine. There's a little orange reset button over in the corner. If you follow these arrows over this way, over in the corner over here, I know you can't see it on this screen, and you can reset, add in a negative, and oh my goodness, how cool is this? The direction changed, because as you should know by this point, like charges are repelled and opposites attract. So if you have a positive test charge on the field and you drop a positive charge there, it's going to be repelled, whereas if you have a positive charge and you bring a negative charge towards it, they're going to be attracted. So there are a couple other simulations like this for you guys to go through so that you can see what is happening here. Those field lines, those images that you're going to do, either the screenshot or the drawings, are going to go into this little table down here. So on this sheet, if you've noticed, anything that's in a box and green is what you need to hand in. So box and green. So you're going to explain up here, draw, or take your screenshot to put in down here. I did one for you. Then you're going to have to complete one of each of the following experiments. So there's going to be neutral objects with a charge object. That's one type. And the other type will be if you have two objects interacting that are charged. So for your neutral and your charged object, you can use a balloon in your hair, a plastic bag in your hair. You know what will happen, because you've done this before when you were a kid probably, where you just take the balloon and rub it in your hair and then you can stick it onto a wall. That also works for part of this. So if you've got a really staticky toque, which I have, you could even just have you taking the toque off of your hair and having that static attraction between that. This is when you're rubbing your feet on the carpet and you're going to go zap your finger. That would also work. Don't zap your siblings. That's not kind. Zap the doorknob. Also, it works better. Even though humans are conductors, it works much better if you use the doorknob. So then you're going to answer this question right here. So you're going to take a photo or a screenshot of what happened and then explain why. Very important that you do the explain why as well. You can't get a 3 or a 4 if you don't do that. If you just take a picture, it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, you got to have that explain in. Then the second type of lab that you're going to do is a positive and negative interaction. Now in the video that I've included at the top here showing you how to do the labs. There's examples with Cheerios, balloons, and tape. Now, if you don't have Cheerios, balloons, or tape, then you're either going to have to get creative, which is totally encouraged, happy for you to do it, or if you absolutely have nothing else, you could maybe find a video on YouTube that shows this to you and then explain it. So again, it's the explain that's really important. Obviously, we want you to get as much hands-on experience as possible, but the explaining is the really important part. So here, again, you've got a positive and negative interaction. If you're able to find a simulation online that does this, please send it to your teacher because I could not find one, and we can use that one for everyone else as well. So hopefully that makes sense what you need to do for your lab. I'm just going to run through it one more time from the top. You're going to watch this video, do a simulation, and explain. Then you're going to go to this one. You're going to put in your screenshots of the different directions that you have your field lines going in. You don't have to explain that one. You just have to put in the shots. Then down here, you're going to watch this video of all the different types of at-home labs you can do. Here's some examples. There is the virtual option available. And then you're going to take a screenshot or take a photo, upload that, and explain both of those things. Then you're going to do the positive, negative. You're going to do the same thing, take a photo or a screenshot and explain why. All right, have a great time.